guys don't last minutes, they last days.
And so it's Charlotte out in front by 19 going into the break. It hasn't taken them too many shots to get their points. They're winning with efficiency. And don't go far. We'll be right back.
Hey everybody, it's halftime.
They've got to run shooters off that line. Just hoping they miss is not working.
It's just a question every team faces, Shaq.
Okay, now let's see what's going on around the league in terms of injuries.
The Lakers in a tough spot injury-wise. Well, LeBron's the quarterback of this team, so you're not just going to be missing his fifth.
Glad you could join us. Ryan Anderson and crew are ready to take it away for the start of the third quarter.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with
One dribble pull-up three to the repertoire.
Yeah, when you have defenders selling out to contest that catch and shoot, you got to reload, relocate, and let it fly. It's a valuable counter for those long-distance specialists.
MP's checked in for Charlotte, and so in the game for the Hornets. Ball and Miller at the 1 and the 2. MP is out there with Pat Connaughton, and it's Plumlee in at the center position. Inside. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Watford's got 10.
Their defense just falls apart once the ball goes inside.
I tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively. I mean, they've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
Charlotte leading by 21. MP with it. Picked up by Embiid. Again, the miss by the Hornets.
And that's a low percentage shot, and I'm sure he knows it.
Well, you can't be forcing a shot like that. You got to keep the ball moving. Get something better.
Here's Watford. That three's off the mark.
That's a look he couldn't pass up. He just couldn't get it to go.
And you think back, not many point guards have combined the vision with the frame of LaMelo Ball.
I mean, he's 6'7" or even taller. You think about it, it's just a short list. You think of Luka Doncic, Penny Hardaway, Magic Johnson. That combination of size and court awareness is hard to stop.
From about 19, it's rebounded by George. George has got 6 rebounds in the game.
You can tell he's just a touch out of sync here, but he's battling, continuing to fight.
Counted from distance.
Seems effortless for George, that quick release of his.
Here's MP. Again, the miss by the Hornets.
He's lost his rhythm completely this quarter, but he's determined to stay after it.
Here's Maxey. Embiid can't hit. Charlotte leading by 16. And here's MP from outside. Rebound by Philadelphia. Embiid's got 4 rebounds now.
He had it flowing from long range in the first half. Not sure what changed. Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
And timeout called by Charles Lee. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. Grimes, he's checked in for McCain. And the Hornets making a change here as connects again from distance.
The parade of threes has no end in sight. He just keeps knocking them down.
And that latest triple ties him for second for most threes in a game. What a monster performance from deep it's been. Connaughton passes to Sexton. And here's MP from outside. Good! Another from 3.
He is completely dialed in from deep.
And by the way, with that make, he's now alone in second place for most threes in a game. At this point, you have to go for that top spot, right? And so it's Sexton who brings up the ball for Charlotte. After this game, they can look forward to Washington, where they'll match up against the Wizards. It's the second game of 3 on the road. Kicks it to George. There's a screen. Back to Grimes. Fires the 3. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. George has got 3 assists tonight.
In full-on catch-up mode. They're raining threes right now.
Yeah, they've had a great second half from long range. I mean, things are definitely starting to look up for them.
From downtown. And the rebound goes to Charlotte. Plumlee's got 4 rebounds in the game. Miller, the pass to Connaughton. There's the 3. And again for 3.
He's been on the money from deep.
Definitely looking to shoot as much as possible. Goes up at the stripe. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. George has got 8 points in the quarter.
The mid-range, no problem for Pete.
Connects again from distance.
Oh my, he is scorching hot. Another 3.
And he's approaching the franchise record for threes in a game. MP getting it done for the Hornets. He added to his astounding total of 3-pointers in this quarter. He may never have another night like this. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. And let's check in with Allie LaForce. She's got an update on Miles Bridges. Allie?
Guys, I was able to catch up with the Hornets head athletic trainer. The knee did bend backwards, and he confirmed it was hyperextended. Doesn't appear to be any significant ligament damage at this time. The team believes that he could play on it, and if they decide to be cautious, it would only require a short window for recovery. Sounds like relatively good news, guys.
Allie, thanks for the report.
Glad to hear it was not worse. I mean, you got to look on the bright side with these injury situations. Stay positive.
We've got Jared McCain. Quentin Grimes out there with Kelly Oubre. Then there's Tyrese. Maxey, and it's Drummond in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group in the game for the 76ers.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing.
Good! Another from 3.
And of course it falls for him. And that 3 pushing him into the record books.
Well, he is now tied for the most threes in a game. A night we'll never forget. Here's Maxey. And the rebound goes to Charlotte.
They've had a slight leg up on the boards and a big leg up on the scoreboard.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
McCain shot is off.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
And a chance now to look at the schedule for the Charlotte Hornets. On Sunday, they're off to Washington to face off with the Wizards. Then on Tuesday, they'll be taking on Bam Adebayo and the Miami Heat.
And for that game against the Magic, that's one to mark on the schedule. It's their 5th game of the year, and we should start to see lineups get sorted out.
Looking at who's out there now for Philadelphia. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Drummond. Watford comes in for Oubre, and it's George in for Grimes. Charlotte also making some changes. Plumlee's checked in for Williams. Miles Bridges comes in for Salon, and Miller subbed in for Sexton. And one unfortunate distinction for the Hornets, Clark, the only NBA team to never win their division.
And to add to that, the second lowest number of playoff appearances after the Pelicans.
And again for 3.
Oh, hot as a tea kettle. He is just firing away, and he has set a new record for the most triples ever in an NBA game.
Breaking his own record. We knew his reputation and the kind of shooting display he can put on. He's taken it to another level, though. A big group substitution here for Charlotte. Diabate's checked in for Plumlee. Knipple comes in for Bridges. Colin Sexton's checked in for Miller. And it's Mann in for Ball. And here's George. He'll bring it up for Philadelphia. Grant, you look at some of the rule changes in recent years. Does it seem to you like coaches' challenges are here to stay?
You know, B.A., it does. And I think that's a good thing. You know, I can think of a few calls I would have liked to challenge in my day. So it's a nice option to have.
Here's Embiid, and a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket.
The size and strength of Embiid, he is absolutely mammoth. Really hard to deal with. You may need a couple of guys to box him out.
Out of bounds as Charlotte keeps possession.
He clipped the ball there, but not enough to nab the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. A deep three from MP. Off target from three-point range. Well, the 76ers shooting it well, almost 50% from the floor. George passes to Embiid. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. George has got 4 assists in the game.
Embiid with a major contribution thus far. He's a guy that can carry his team.
Good. Another from 3. Ooh, you can tell he's feeling it right now.
The B.A., he's on fire.
And George with the jam.
Doing what he can to help shrink the deficit, but it has to be a team effort.
MP way outside. The rebound by Embiid. The 76ers shooting only 36% since the fourth quarter started. McCain against Sexton. Now here's McCain. He's closely guarded. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. Well, injury's a nightmare for the Sixers, Grant. Last season, a league-high 55 different starting lineups.
Yeah, B.A., and their lowest win total since 2016. But some silver linings. Jared McCain was on track for Rookie of the Year before he went down, and Quentin Grimes also impressive.
The Hornets are led by head coach Charles Lee, who was a 2-time champion as an assistant clerk.
Yeah, that's exactly right, B.A. He won it.
Oh, connects again.
Never in the history of the franchise have we seen a game like this. He's putting on a remarkable performance.
It's their all-time single-game scoring record. Their fans will be reliving this game for a long time.
Yeah, when you talk about absolutely thrilling your fan base, MP has done it. I mean, who knows if this franchise record will ever be broken? And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Hornets.
And the disparity in the talent was obvious by the end. Sometimes you just don't have enough ammunition to compete.
Yeah, B.A., just a total beatdown. And the next time these teams meet, I can't imagine it'll be any different.
And this one concludes with their second victory of the year.
And you always like to get the early edge in a season series. It gives you confidence. It sets the table for 2 more games to come against the 76ers.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for MP. Another one goes! Incredible!
Unreal. He's got the 4th most points ever in an NBA game. This man is on another planet.
I mean, what can you say? One of the all-time great individual performances in league history.
Honestly, guys, I don't know how you stop him. He's in the mid-70s scoring-wise. Wilt's 78, Kobe's 81, and then Wilt's 100 are the only...
Good. He hits again.
And that ties him for 3rd all-time scoring for a single game. What a remarkable night.
Boy, a game not to be forgotten. He has put on a show.
And to equal a mark set way back